at something much more contemporary. These are they're not the most current wave, but they're kind of starting to trickle down now. You should be able to find Generations, Hoist, and Trailcutter. He's Trailcutter. He used to be Trailbreaker. Now he's Trailcutter. So we're looking at those guys this week. Very cool figures. Most of the new Deluxe Series figures are actually pretty nice. They are a bit smaller than kind of what we're used to, and that really is these guys' biggest crime is just not being as large as maybe we're kind of used to having our deluxe figures be. That said, they're really, really nice figures, as we shall see, and they come with comic books, man. And the Marvel Legends figures used to come with comics. I think maybe the DC figures did for a little bit too, but they were kind of just random whatevers. IDW and Hasbro partnered, and they released these spotlight issues. Maybe probably close to a year ago, I guess. They released these issues with the sole purpose of packaging them with these new figures. So what you got are these nice little spotlight issues that are in continuity with the current books, More Than Meets the Eye, Robots in Disguise books from IDW, but they are completely standalone as well. So they're very cool, and these two issues are excellent. So yeah, it's really a lot of value you get for your monies, despite having maybe a head shorter figure. So let's take a look. Transformers Generations 30th Anniversary Edition, Hoist and Trailcutter. Got it right that time. Alright, so here's Generations, Hoist, and Trailcutter. Because he got a new name for reasons I don't really remember why. Something in the book. The book is good. You should read it if you get this guy. They are basically the same mold, but we're showing them at the same time. And it's really good, though. The detailing is pretty nice. Nice clean paint apps. The Autobot insignia is very nice and big and bold and pronounced and really cool. And overall, the detailing is great. The transformation is incredibly simple, so we're not going to bother going into it. But like I said, it's just overall, it's just really, really nice figures. Hoist's tow cable comes off and turned into this blaster gun thing. Would have been nice if they had painted the inside of the barrel. I mean, there's not a lot of this in detail in there with the sculpt, but it's not painted at all. Would have been cool if they'd done that. And the back of Hoist Trailcutters, that is SUV, becomes this cannon double blaster shield thing. And I've seen pictures of it mounted to his back, like kind of the backpack with the two barrels poking up here. But I'll be damned if I can figure out how that works. I've tried several times. I don't know how that's a thing that you can even do. But the head sculpts are really, really good for both. They just look really, really nice. This is actually, I believe, the first time I can ever remember buying two figures that are sort of retools of each other at the same time. These guys, I believe, were packed in the same wave. I mean, they were on shelves at the exact same time, which is pretty unusual. For a simultaneous release. Now, like I said, these are both really, really cool. The only perceived downside that I can really come up with either of them is that they are not large. First off, you got Trailcutter here, and we're going to compare him to the, I believe this was the Universe Ironhide from a few years back, just because they're both SUVs. And so you can just see how much shorter head-to-head the Trailcutter is to Ironhide. And he might not be the best example because he's kind of squat and stout, but granted, a lot of his crap this is not a great figure by any stretch of imagination. A lot of this is backpack cable crap, which he doesn't have, but just that cable does become bulk somewhere, and you can tell he's a lot smaller. Now, granted, this is a much better design, and he's also quite a bit smaller as well, and that becomes even more apparent in the alt modes. So like I said, we'll bring Hoist back out here real quick, and we will compare him to another pickup. Is the Universe Cup, which is an awesome figure. Cup, Hoist. I mean, there is a huge world of difference between these two. This is a teeny tiny little truck. And the height difference between those two is actually pretty marked as well. Like they're not that big. They're not tiny either, but they're definitely a lot smaller than we've seen in recent waves and years. That said, like I said, the overall design of them is a lot better. I mean, the transformations are tight. There's really not a whole lot of extraneous crap left over. I mean, they're really, really good figures, and that might be part of the reasons they're so small. I mean, you know, sure they could have made this smaller, yeah, but also maybe if they'd re-engineered some of the kibble stuff with the hood and the car doors, maybe he wouldn't have had to be so big in the first place. I don't know. Plus, like I said, they've not raised the price on the figures themselves, so they're still the same price they have been for years, and they come with comic books. And comic books really help. They're $4 a piece, so I mean, you're getting $4 more of value from that alone. So that's pretty wild. They are really, really great. If you can still find these guys on the shelves, I can't recommend them highly enough. Like I said, the comics they come with are some of my favorite from the past. I think they may be some of my favorite standalone stories of any comics in the past year, much less Transformers comics. They're very, very cool. Check them out. Read the books. It's got good art on it, good art inside. Excellent stuff. So that's Hoist and Ironhide. And by Ironhide, I mean Trailcutter. With Ironhide kind of chilling in the back. So, they have it for those guys. And so there you have it. Hoist and Trailcutter. Great mold. If not a little tiny, the trucks are teeny tiny. But great figures. Lots of playability there. And these books, man, these books are solid, dude. These are really, really fun comics. This Hoist Spotlight, one of my favorite single-issue comics of the past year. Transformers or otherwise. It's a really, really solid standalone issue. Lots of fun. Great art. Kind of, you know, it's got lots of swerve in it. And I like swerve a lot. So, you know, there's that. I believe over the next year or so, if not maybe a little longer, IDW is going to be packaging the entire Dark Cybertron event in these figures, which is pretty cool, which means you're going to get a whole lot more figures from the fiction, as opposed to kind of just random whatever. Or, you know, the random whatever figures may not be so random, because they'll be showing up in the fiction as well. So that's pretty cool. I think we'll be taking a look, maybe the next time we'll look at some more current figures on the shelves now, including some nice callback figures as well, if all goes according to plan. If I can find some sweet pre-orders, you know, if they ship in time. So, yeah, go to PanelsOnPages.com. Check out all the content on the website. I think we even talk about one of these books on there. You can find a full review of the Spotlight issue, I think, possibly. Maybe not. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Okay, we do a lot of stuff. Listen to the PopCast, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central at chat.panelsonpages.com, and come back next time. We'll do it again. Why not? It's fun. It's free. You know, I like free stuff. We'll watch it on the devices. It's good. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the website, subscribe to the show. We talk a lot. We want to talk to you guys. So, leave some comments. Let us know what's going on. Let us know what you might like to see. And, yeah. We'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.